bodybuilding is going in such a good direction. Okay, right. Within the past 5 years, the transparency has grown the sport. The marketing has grown the sport. Social media has grown the sport. The athletes are growing the sport. It's such a shame that the Arnold Classic doesn't have every division, because even divisions like figure are growing.
5 best sounds for guys.
Let's go. Okay,
sounds. Ass cheeks
sounds.
Bouncing for
sure.
That's
one.
The clap.
Yeah. Bro, dude,
okay, the clap's number 1.
I do. That's how I started my day yesterday.
That's an easy number 1.
What's the most satisfying action that you can do?
Cutting a tree down and watching it fall.
Bust a nut.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
That is a great one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
We all just got our heads in silence. Nick's over the corner again. Fuck!
It's only the D2 podcast where we go from bodybuilding to sperm talk. I think it's so fucking funny how we go from zero to 100 every podcast. It's so funny.
It's what the people need.
I love it, dude. It's us, bro.
Now that we're done with the Arnold, let's talk about jizz.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the D2 podcast. Right now we're having chaos.
Take 2. Lance
this
fucked
is
his
take
shit
2.
up.
Lance dropped his coffee. We talked
too much shit.
And
had to cut some stuff.
And we're starting all over again.
Yep.
So welcome back. Around the table, we got Zach B, Nick J, Lance H, myself, Zach D, and then behind the cameras we got Luke G.
Yeah.
So welcome back. Use code D2 with the Bash Mouth. Use code D2 with Flavor Gang, which I just got a fucking ton of sauces.
That re-sparked me to order some.
Maple sriracha might be in my top right now.
Oh, it's so good.
That
so good.
Chipotle
and it's light
aioli.
and the Chipotle aioli.
That one's top.
On chicken and rice, that is the easiest one to
Dill
get.
Ranch, bro. Dill Ranch. I can't get enough of Dill Ranch. Basic bitch ranch.
I haven't had that one yet.
Oh,
to be honest,
I thought it could have been more dilly.
I thought it could have been a little more ranchy.
I'm gonna.
I thought the same as you.
Ranchy.
Yeah,
I want ranchy.
Zach went through. We were at the Arnold in 2023. How many bottles did you get when we were at the booth?
Like 3.
Yeah, like 3 bottles, and we were there for 4 days. All 3 bottles were gone by day 2.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
I used them all.
I remember he was getting such full, like at Nationals, he was getting such full calorie, full fat sauces. And I remember I'd open the fridge to get my turkey and rice out or whatever, and I would just see like fucking all the
Buffalo Wild Wings
sauces, and I'm like
garlic parmesan.
Me and Lance talked about that the other week on live, and we were like, bro, do you remember Nationals when there was that garlic parmesan? And I was like, yeah, I can't stomach that anymore because of Zach. The amount of times he would leave garlic parmesan at my apartment, and then I'd be like, all right, I'll just finish it. I'd finish it, and I would just get the worst acid reflux. I'm like, fuck this guy.
So
yeah,
good,
well, I remember because right when the show ended, I got home and I was like, I'm eating it. And I immediately started eating it. I'm looking at this all week.
How did it taste?
So good.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Anyways.
I haven't had it in a while.
No.
What's your go-to sauce now?
To be honest, I really like that.
That Thousand Island shit you posted?
The fat-free one, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good though.
Yeah.
Fat-free 1,000 Island.
Tastes exactly the same. Exactly the same. That's why I'm so surprised, because I was just like, damn, like people
What's
still
the calorie
have this.
on it still?
I didn't look at it.
Probably like 50 to 70.
I just assumed that was going to be lower.
It's probably like 120.
It's probably
I was going to say probably 150. Shit.
Really? You want to know what's a mind fuck on all sauces?
I hope not.
It's like you'll find a decent low calorie one, and then you're like, oh, sweet. Serving size, 1 tablespoon.
No, it's
even
not
worse.
2 tablespoons.
Some of them are 1 like teaspoon. And
yeah,
you're like,
bro.
What the fuck?
And it says 68 servings a bottle, and you're like,
and I will be the
not even
first one to
enjoyable.
admit, whatever sauce I'm using, I will never use the serving size. I'll always use more. And if you say that you use a serving size on any sauce, you're a fucking pathological liar.
I've
100%.
never weighed a
I'm definitely
sauce.
putting at least 4 or 5. Absolutely.
You're lying.
Servings?
Yeah.
Some
tablespoons.
Really? You've wait. You've weighed 4 or 5 times a serving.
I'm pretty sure. So like what? That's 5 tablespoons.
So let's say something was 14
he's
grams.
He's just guessing.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
yeah,
saying
that's
he
what I'm
probably
saying.
does
That's what
4
I'm
to 5
saying.
times the serving every time.
I agree.
Easy.
But
Easy.
I also take testosterone, so I'm good.
You're better than them.
Yes.
You're better than everybody.
I outwork the sauce.
Yes. The sauce doesn't outwork me.
Sauce is the boss.
God
All right.
damn, it's so good.
Well, Nick is back this week, so we talked about the Arnold a lot last week, but so we don't want to get too deep into it. So give us the highlights.
Yeah.
Because we talked to half of last episode about Arnold.
Well,
so.
I gave you the highlights that should not be highlighted on air.
You sure you don't want?
Yeah, that's not getting highlighted on air.
Let's get it out there. Let's see it. What you got to the table?
So you guys got the inside scoop of that shit. But dude, it was a fantastic Arnold this year. To be honest, I think the Expo at the Arnold surpassed the Olympia this past Olympia, fucking tenfold.
Yeah.
I was only at the Expo for like half a day for one day because it's just I can't deal with that amount of people.
Yeah,
you know, like I didn't even want free shit. I didn't go with a backpack or nothing to get free shit.
If you had us and a lot of weed,
it would have
spent the whole
bro.
day
It would have
there.
been way better if I had you guys, 100%.
We talked about it the entire week about how this would have been the year.
I thought about
driving.
Sure.
I told you guys.
I thought about driving down because Aaron worked.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck.
We got to
if
trip,
I just
bro.
get up at 4 a.m., I could be down there by
Yeah.
10 a.m.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it
sick. Fuck.
hardcore and I didn't do it, but
Yeah.
I kind of wish I did.
But it was a good time, man. It was really cool. I'd say the biggest highlight for me of the trip was I had like 15 or 20 athletes out there just making the trip.
That was pretty cool.
I saw your
And-
dinner picture. That's so
Yeah,
sick.
the dinner was cool. And dude, that was just the people that wanted to be added to the 2020 or the Arnold group chat on the team. Like there was another 8 to 10 people that were just like doing their own thing and then just would come train at whatever gym we were all at. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it was just cool seeing everybody doing their own thing. But for when most of everybody there, when they were together, like at a gym or at the expo, it was really cool being like, damn, people actually like they're in completely different states. First time meeting each other, they actually fuck with each other. Like it was like, damn, it's cool to see that from a team.
It was you strengthening your army
Yeah,
for the apocalypse.
yeah, pretty much.
You just see him as the Orc.
But, like,
They're becoming friends.
Strong, good. Phase 1 complete. Literally. But it was one of those things where I had a reflective moment. I was like, dude, there's so many, like, we've said this numerous times about how cliquey the industry can be, and especially around here with different teams, you know, coaching teams, and how cliquey that is, and how those coaching teams have feuds even within the team.
Right.
And I'm like so glad that none of that has ever been present on the team. And it's like, because I'd have to take responsibility for that, because like I'm a reflection of the
They're
team.
not
You know what
really
I'm saying?
allowed to, because we have a friend group that is 3 and used to be 4, but 3 coaches now.
Exactly.
So like if you had teams that were like that, it would cause problems amongst the teams.
Or just
we wouldn't be allowing that shit.
No, exactly.
We'd nip that in the butt real quick.
Or if it was just like
sure.
if there was problems being caused just within my own roster, you know,
Right.
with people talking shit on other people, having feuds,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
having beef. I think I like
Clicks within the
that.
clique.
I'd be like, damn, where am I
Inception.
missing? Where is there a gap in my leadership where I'm allowing that to happen? Like that's a reflection of me. So I was just really glad. I'm like, damn, I actually have a good reflection of how people hold themselves and carry themselves, their mannerisms, and
Right.
I was like, this is cool to see. But that was my biggest highlight. Fucking
Okay.
pissed that Samson lost. Derek looked fantastic. Got to meet lots of very wonderful folks.
Like who?
Only of the male gender.
Who was who was the most jaw-dropping person of the weekend? Because there's always one.
like on stage or just anybody?
Anywhere you were walking. Because for us it was Nick Walker, and he wasn't on stage. He was walking along the side. So who was your
God, he looked huge.
most
I'll
jaw-dropping
never forget
person?
that. No, I'll never forget that.
Damn, dude, not gonna lie. At the expo, not really anybody that I saw. Well, so like I commented on one of Anthony Mantella's posts this past week,
Calling
and he
him a
commented
pussy,
back. No, like, yeah, you're a fucking bitch. No, he commented back, and he's like, because I just made a genuine comment, and he's like, yeah, dude, you were fucking walking everybody there, and like I didn't feel that way, but nobody. I think the one person that maybe did stand out was Urs in the off season. How different he looks in the off season.
Is he big?
Round or what?
Yeah, he's big.
He looks huge.
Yeah,
He looks like he's got a pretty big face right now.
his quads still have feathers in them, but his face is round, and he trains hard as fuck. So
looks
I
like he
think out of
loses
the
weight.
entire
Yeah.
week, Urs was definitely the
When you trained with him,
individual.
how
That's
much thicker did he feel compared to you?
not that much, to be
Really?
honest.
It's good to know.
Well,
Now,
how much,
it
how much
definitely-
does he weigh? Like right now, how much does he weigh? Do you know? Did he tell you?
270s.
Urs weighs 270.
He's
260s,
290.
270s. Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's starting
I'd
to get up
say
there.
the reason I think the biggest reason why that part didn't stand out, it's like he's thicker than what he looks online, 100% for sure. But it's like it's different than when I'm so used to like fucking seeing Samson's thickness.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? True. So it's like that classic thickness versus the open thickness.
That's true. You've seen the big open guys.
Apples and oranges, 100%.
Everybody's still impressive to us.
But also, it's
Walker,
I get you.
Nick
but also,
Walker.
like knowing that I've became much thicker when I was editing that YouTube video yesterday and going through the part of where Urs and I were next to each other. Like it literally, he went into a machine, got out, and then I go right in after him. I'm like, damn, I dwarfed that motherfucker.
Really?
I was like, holy shit.
That's kind of sick.
But
don't show him this clip.
No shit.
No, let's
He's
get him
gonna
on here.
hit him with
Let
a
him
front
defend
double.
himself.
bro,
Yeah, we need to get him on
he
here.
would come on. I guarantee Urs would come on. Him and I had a good fucking week. It was a good
Yeah.
time.
We'll see.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to FIBO and him and I are gonna turn the fuck up.
That's in Germany, you said?
Yeah. I want to go. I
I get our
want to go.
passports.
You guys would come.
I just
Yeah, I
got
gotta
one.
get one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did.
Yeah.
I
gotta
lost
get
mine,
mine,
so I
too.
got to renew mine.
Yeah.
You lost yours?
Yeah, when I was moving to Milwaukee, I lost it somewhere through the moving process.
Oh my god, that's
Yep.
tough.
That's
Yeah,
scary.
fucking scary, dude.
So someone's got that identity.
It's like a normal looking guy. I'm 300.
Big tough. I had to change my security, social security number after that.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a pain in the ass.
So,
Deal with that.
but yeah, man, overall fantastic time with the Arnold. Wish you guys would have been there, but we got Detroit Pro in 3 weeks, baby,
Yep.
Excited for that
and
shit.
that shit's gonna be fucking nuts.
Very
Yeah.
exciting.
Should we do predictions before that or no?
Well, since we're talking about the Arnold, let's bring up the men's physique.
Oh yeah, let's do
Yeah,
that.
we need to talk about that.
So
'cause that shit's
Arnold was
Yeah,
wild.
talking,
recap that.
I mentioned it last episode, so we are
Yeah.
our listeners already know. Arnold was talking mad shit during the commentary on the men's physique guys. Like, wouldn't comment anything nice the whole time, and they also advertised $25K for the winner, and it really was only $10K.
Yeah.
and so Ali Bilal was like, I'm happy I won, but fuck that show essentially, and I'm never going back.
Well, imagine his
$10,000,
feeling, bro. Imagine like he wins that shit.
Yeah.
And you're on top of the world because you just won the second most prestigious show in the entire world.
Right.
And then you realize like you have to make that video. It kind of kills the buzz, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
You go back and watch it. And
Yeah.
all you hear is Arnold going, "Look at the fucking
Yeah,
legs."
dude.
That was his first Arnold win too. He could have won like 5, 6 of them.
Yeah,
I think this-
now
is
he won't even do it anymore.
I think this is really
huge
good though because that, but with Ali's being outspoken and then Ebanks taking his side, like
Yeah.
that's driving so much eyes to men's physique.
Do you
now.
think they're
Yeah.
gonna
It's-
boycott?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Ebanks said he's never gonna.
that's
do
gonna be
that
a
show
big
again.
problem.
Yeah, I think.
shit, yeah.
I don't think they're gonna cancel Arnold. Like I think they're gonna. I think they're just gonna be very firm. Like they're gonna.
They're probably not
what's
gonna
the
get a
word
couple
for
of the
it?
big athletes for
That's
a little
kind of
while.
crazy,
Strike.
bro. That's
Hurts
wild. I think Ryan Terry was
think
the
that
one
is
that
the
made
word.
it popular,
Strike.
like at the
Yeah, I
Arnold.
Right.
think a couple
right.
of the high hitters are gonna be
Okay,
on
that's the
strike,
word
yeah.
for it. Okay, that's what I'm
I mean,
looking
you're
for.
refusing to go. That's essentially kind of what
Yeah,
it is,
good
right?
point. Good
These
point.
are like top 5 Olympians.
I mean, yeah, Ebanks
Yeah.
and Ali are the two head runners behind.
And
Ryan
10,000, dude, like that's ridiculous. Even
Yeah.
like for classic, I feel like that should be a little higher, at least in the 100Ks.
Well, yeah,
I
Terry.
agree.
You can't do 100K for men's physique.
No, for
classic,
classic.
physique 60.
Yeah.
So he was
At
like, how,
least.
but that's what he was bitching about. He's like, I mean, how is that jump? I mean, then the jump is to 500, which is even crazier.
Yeah.
Like, but
Yeah.
still, he's like, how are we so far below?
So
500?
think about this, bro. Think about
So
this. So I brought this up on my live this morning when I was doing cardio. It's that like there's so like bodybuilding is going in such a good direction. Okay,
Right.
within the past 5 years, the transparency has grown the sport, the marketing has grown the sport, social media has grown the sport, the athletes are growing the sport. It's such a shame that the Arnold Classic doesn't have every division because even divisions like figure are growing.
Yeah.
You know, and like
Yeah.
figure is becoming popular. Men's physique is super popular. Like these divisions are bringing seats or the seats to the shows, even though open is still bringing the most
Yep.
seats. Okay, that's a given. You can't get rid of that fact. Okay, but the thing is, like, yo, if we really want to pay these athletes more, Arnold, bring all the fucking divisions.
Everyone.
Because over
Everyone.
time, that's going to bring more money.
Yep.
Yes, I know that we have to now separate prize money, but that's going to bring you. Now you can get a bigger venue to fit more people, more ticket sales,
Yeah.
more people at the fucking prejudging, and which is the expo to watch their
Right.
favorite figure girl. Okay, it's crazy because it's such a blatant night and day. Yo, this is how we fucking bring more money in.
Yeah.
Instead, you're gonna shit on a certain division, and then you're going to say to them you're going to pay them a certain amount, and then you don't, and then the next year you're just going to try to compete with the Olympia by increasing prize money just for open. How does that grow our sport?
Right. No. You have a division in your show, and you're going to go on there and say, I don't even know why this division exists.
Exactly.
Well, then don't bring it to your show.
Exactly.
You know? Put in 212 or something if you don't want it in there. Like,
right.
You have another bodybuilding
Bob
avenue.
Ciccarello said it too. No one's holding a gun to your head to have that. Like,
it's crazy. Bob Ciccarello's sticking up for us.
Yeah.
Also, but Bob is going after Nick.
With Nick Walker. Dude, I love that happened on Fuad's podcast.
That secondary comment is crazy, though. He goes,
I'm
going to be the one announcing you in 8th place.
Bro, Luke, play that over the podcast right now. Yes. I'll send it to you.
8th place.
To Nick's comment.
Was, who the fuck is Bob? And he goes, Bob Ciccarello is going to be the one announcing you in 8th place.
Yeah, he's like, let me tell you a little bit about who I am, Nick. I'm going to announce you 8th place. Yeah.
Oh.
That probably pissed Nick off.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I know.
What do you say?
The funny thing is, I loved how it happened on Fuad's podcast because every time Guy and Nick were on the podcast before on Bro Chat, there would always be viral shit happening because of those two.
Dude.
And now that it happened for episode 200, I was like, that's perfect.
Yeah. I am so excited for the Pittsburgh Pro to see him.
Yeah.
Dude,
He's going to take a shot at Bob again this morning.
Dude, I need him to bring you, dude. He needs to,
Bob's going to be there.
Top 5.
Yeah. Bob does the Pittsburgh Pro, right? Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then that'll be exciting.
As the IFBB, like, if I was what's his face? Who's the head guy?
Tyler Mannion.
I would be like, hey, Bob, we don't need our main. Like, that's like
I
Joe
wonder
Rogan
if he did
hating a UFC fighter and then having to like interview him because there's just going to be beef. Like, I'd be like, you have to be neutral.
Joe would do it though.
He does. No, he doesn't hate on any of them. He said he purposely likes.
No, I'm saying he
doesn't like Sean Strickland,
but he would always.
He likes Sean
I think
Strickland.
I don't think he has open beef with anybody because he wants it to be neutral and
a
comfortable.
No one has beef with Joe. Yeah,
that's the thing, bro. Like, okay, Bob. Yes, did Nick diss you
with an athlete?
But like, you're a retired dude in the sport, and you were a good bodybuilder at one point, and now you're still in the sport, and you are like, some people consider him like the voice of the athlete, you know, because like his podcast is off the stage podcast or some bullshit, whatever. I don't know. It's pretty decent, but it's like,
Bob
dude,
could have just been like, prove me wrong.
He could have been the bigger person and be like, yo, I'm the MC of the biggest show in the entire fucking world. Like, how does that look on our sport? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That knowingly you're watching it, the MC does not like a certain competitor.
That's what I'm
it's just
saying.
Even though he has nothing to do with the judging, it's just like, it just looks bad, dude.
You're allowed to have an opinion, but you don't need to be like on
people aren't going to want to
Yeah.
do that division if Arnold's going to shit on it. Like no one's going to want to do it.
Right, dude.
Right.
I know exactly.
Yeah, going back to that. Yeah.
It sucks, but it is what it is.
I mean, I was texting you guys live on it while I was listening, and I was like, they kind of haven't said one nice thing.
See, I got all those after I left the show because the service was shit in there.
Yeah, and then the other guy talking was like trying to get things in. He would be like, "Oh, look how peeled he is, though."
Oh,
and
Nick Strength and Power was in there?
No, Phil Heath.
Phil Heath.
Yeah, and then Arnold would just come right back over him and be like, "Look at the fuck."
Yeah.
I don't know why the shorts are there.
Bro, he's getting old.
Yeah,
He's walking like Joe Biden now, bro.
He's
It's
wobbling.
bad.
He's shuffling hard.
Yeah.
He's in that old decrepit age now where he's making like, because last year at the Arnold he made comments like about the females, like,
and they didn't
during
give
the
him a
awards.
mic for
And we
anything
were like, dude, you need
year.
to fucking put that boner
Yeah.
away. Like,
Yeah.
Even
calm
when
down.
they did give him a mic, those couple times for like the award, like the honor award or whatever.
Yeah. Oh,
he's still like just babbled up there, and I was like, get him off the stage.
Yeah,
he doesn't know what he's just literally talking to the guy. He'd be like, "And how have you been?"
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
exactly.
Good.
So like once like Arnold like is done with like all of that, like once he's at a point where he can't even like do that shit anymore, like who do you think is gonna?
He shouted
the
out his own
spokesman?
movie like 3 times.
It'll still be the Arnold Classic. It'll
Oh
still
yeah,
be
for
huge,
sure. But
yeah.
I'm curious to know.
They'll just
like,
get
who's
an
gonna be
MC.
that.
They'll just get like someone that has a good voice. That can kind of
If
keep
anything,
Jay
they'll
Cutler?
be
Well, that guy,
Maybe
that bald
actually.
guy,
That would
is
be good. Or Phil Heath.
great choice.
That guy that does Wisconsin shows. I
who
forgot
it
his
is?
name. Yeah, the MC at the Arnold.
Oh,
Yeah.
David.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah, David. Fuck. Why? Am I, yeah, but he does all the MCing at Wisconsin and Illinois shows.
Oh,
He's really good.
He is pretty good.
He
So we're blessed that we even get him at these shows.
Yeah,
because
for
he's
real.
good.
He was pretty good, yeah. So he would probably just take all of Arnold's parts.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Then they'll bring on whoever the new CEO is, and they'll give out awards.
Probably gonna be pumped that they don't have to deal with him as like a PR.
They're gonna be like, get this old guy out of here.
Well, dude,
dude, they just brought in like probably the best show. People were saying this has been like the best Arnold ever. And then the first thing that happens after is an entire division who had by far, I think everyone can agree, like one of the best displays of like a men's physique showing of all time.
Yes,
like that conditioning in the top 6 was unfucking real. And then the follow up the next day is, you know what? I don't even know why we have the division. It's like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, dude, I bet they are just like at like the board meetings going, God.
No, but the Olympia, I bet the Olympia is just chomping at the bit. Like Devo said.
Literally what I said.
I bet the Olympia's like, keep talking.
The Olympia was probably like, keep fucking burying yourself, you retard.
I bet Jake Wood. I bet Jake Wood was just sitting at the fucking poker table, just being like, Arnold, keep talking, baby.
Because Arnold was like, just the year before, like, we're gonna take down the Olympia. Like, we want to be bigger than the Olympia. We want to be the
prize
biggest,
money.
Right, biggest bodybuilding show in the entire world. And then he proceeded to hit on the fucking wellness girls the whole night. So that was the big complaint last year. And then this year he's like, fuck men's physique.
Yeah,
it's like,
and
whoa,
people
bro.
don't realize how big of an impact that what Arnold has said even in the past makes on that entire week, because during COVID, when they had to cancel the expo, Axe and Sledge was supposed to have a booth, because I was talking to Seth about it this weekend, and Dean was there because Dean does a lot of their back end stuff apparently for Axe and Sledge, and he was like, they would not give their money back for their booth. It was like $75,000 that they withheld. They're like, oh, we'll just like next year, if we have an expo, we'll just put it towards the booth next year. And they're like, no, because also Arnold made the comment during the COVID, he said, fuck your freedom.
I remember that.
And so, and Seth was like, yo, I'm not going to support that shit.
Right. Yeah.
So then on top of that, they're like, yo, we're not going to have a booth anymore at your expo because of what you said. So we want our $75,000 back. And it took months and months and months for them to even get it back.
Yeah,
so
I heard that was a big debacle. I saw that in the news.
Yeah, bro.
I couldn't believe how much money it cost when Fu had talked about it on that podcast.
Yeah, he said
$200,000. Crazy.
You kind of lose your ass, it sounds like, on the Arnold.
That's why he's like, I'm probably never going to do it again.
I didn't realize how unfortunate it is to do the Detroit Pro, though, with getting like money from other sponsors like that close to the Arnold as well.
Oh,
yeah.
True.
How he was saying, because he's like, oh, some of these companies spent their entire year's budget on a booth at the Arnold. He's like, and then we've got the Detroit Pro like a month later, and we're trying to do the same thing.
That's why Hostile grows so much more by having more athlete to consumer, athlete to fan interaction than just having a formal booth. Yeah. Like us getting flown out to shows, us being at meet and greets at the fucking Detroit Pro.
Right.
Like when people get to know who we are, Hostiles has noticed like, yo, these booths are great and all, but like the people want an actual interaction, not just at an expo with everybody.
Just standing in line.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, which is, I'm glad that they didn't have a booth this year for sure.
Yeah.
I got to enjoy it.
That looked like chaos, that booth year, because you guys, you just stood in the same spot all day.
All fucking day, 10 hours.
I was like, fuck.
And on top of that, I'd be up at 4 a.m., and then we'd be at American Barbell at 4:30.
Yeah. Because you had to be there right at open.
What the fuck? Yeah. So film for 2 hours there, come back, try to eat. And I'm on prep at this point. So rally was fucking perfect last year, making my meals before I'd even get back.
Yeah.
And then be at the booth for 10 hours and then show and then repeat.
Oh my God. Fuck that. Yeah. Much better this year.
So much better.
All right. Moving on. We've talked about the Arnold quite a bit. Actually, one last thing. Do you think Rough Diesel can push Mike?
Yes.
Thank you. I said that last fucking episode, and you guys were like, yeah, what are you talking about?
I said no.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I said no.
And then I saw a picture, and I was like, maybe.
That back.
But then I was like, no. I don't think his back's going to be big
You guys
enough.
got to remember, he placed second at the Olympia at one point.
Mike is absolutely
And he won the
massive.
Arnold, I think.
I think he can push him for sure because he's gotten so much bigger.
He has been off
but
for
also
like 2 years.
Has it been 2 years?
It's been like almost 2 years, I'm pretty sure. Like it's been a minute.
Good for Terrence.
But that's what Mike...
That's tough to do.
Mike got
Need to do
huge in his offseason and just
Mike
said, fuck it for a
massive.
whole year.
But Terrence did too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Terrence is trying
I'll
to
be
do the
honest,
same
I
thing.
think Mike's, we were talking about it, I think the size difference in Mike's hamstrings and posterior shot is just like, I mean, that growth that quick is just tough to
people
match.
don't realize they're pretty similar in height.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, Terrence is going to have to
back
bring some
is-
heat, dude,
I think
because
Terrence is
Mike
back
is
for
fucking
sure.
impressive.
I know,
I
dude.
think he would be the only one that could.
I
if-
don't
is
think-
Terrence.
I don't think he's going to push him. I'm sorry.
If he
I
gets
just-
the size,
I
yeah.
don't.
I think he's going to push him, but I still think Mike will win.
Yeah.
100%.
I think Terrence
What
has
Terrence
some
is
of the
gonna
best
do-
structure in all
Terrence
classes.
might need like one more
needs-
year off
yeah.
season. Just
Yeah. Let's. I'm gonna look.
What
I just don't
Terrence
know if
might
he'll
do, what he is going to do is he's going to disrupt the 1 through 3, but most importantly 1 through 5. So he's going to push out people like Grego for top 5. He's going to push out
Wesley.
potentially Wesley.
Wesley's already
And also he could
Wesley,
even push out Logan Franklin.
yeah.
100%.
I think
Yep, yep.
So it's like he's a big factor, and that means that pushes the guy in first place.
Yeah.
Didn't Wesley just announce he's going to take off for a while now?
No, he's doing Detroit.
Yeah, but after that, isn't he taking like a year?
Oh,
plus
I'm
off?
not sure. I didn't
He
hear.
did like
He
a
needs
YouTube
to
video
grow
and I
his
saw
legs.
something
Yeah.
where I think he's aware that he needs to take some time off to grow.
He
It
was
was-
trying to go with the ultra. That's what they were just talking about on the podcast too. Is
If Wesley could get those quads, not like because they're
They're
always
straight.
they're always shredded, but if he could get that round,
he's
Yeah.
if he could get that roundness in that
he won't-
outer quad sweep, dude, that
he
would
won't be able to. That's just genetic with him.
You don't
bro.
think if he took 2 years
No.
off and just tried to blow him
No.
up? No,
He can with his quad shape.
They're so
it's
long.
never going to round out here.
No.
It's only thing it's going to do. It's going to look more square, just moving out further, with just
he
genetic
needs
shape.
something though. He
Yeah.
needs
So
to be wider.
The biggest thing for him in his
His back
is
is
exactly it's his
impressive.
adductors and hamstrings,
Yeah.
which is going to bring up his
has-
physique tenfold.
he has no adductors.
None.
If he
So
does,
back
those
thickness
legs
he
will
needs
nuts.
too, though. He's got detail. He just needs thickness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where Mike blows them all out of the water.
His
When he
legs
sets
are
that
insane,
back
dude.
in,
Yeah.
it's in like
the
the
roundness of his
posterior
legs.
thickness is crazy.
It's wild.
Yeah,
And
dude.
he's just getting started.
Did you see him at all?
Scary, bro.
Yeah, was he
Did
at
you
the
see
Arnold?
Mike at all?
Um,
No training.
How
no,
tall
no.
is?
no, not training. Last time I saw Mike in
5'8".
person was in December when he guest posed with Jarek at Midwinter Classic.
Oh, I forgot. He
Oh,
did
I
that.
remember he
Yeah.
did that.
But he's a big motherfucker, dude,
Yeah.
in person.
How
Round
crazy.
as shit.
How tall? 5'8".
5'8", 5'8", 5'9".
That's not too short. That's what you're.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
Like 5'8".
Okay, so that's.
Oh, you
That's-
could be like Mike.
That'd be sick. That'd be big. Maybe if you.
Except
yeah.
I'm like not.
Maybe if you blast. All right. Okay.
funny as shit.
So something we were talking about upstairs. New study shows that sperm carries the stress and anxiety.
I
of
want to
the
get into
father.
this, yeah.
Yeah, and so I thought that was kind of crazy because a lot of people, as I turn to 30, have kids out of like stress and like pressure on the
Well,
relationship.
first off, let me preface this it's only the D2 podcast where we go from bodybuilding to sperm talk. I think it's so fucking funny how we go
Because
from
it's what
zero to 100 every podcast. It's so funny.
It's
I
what
love
the
it.
people need.
I love it, dude. It's
Now that
us,
we're-
bro.
Now
It's
that we're
us.
done with the Arnold, let's talk about jizz.
Yeah.
Did you
Okay,
know?
continue.
No, so I was just, I thought that was super interesting because it's like, okay, so they're saying if you're trying to have a baby in super anxious time or like super stressful time, basically it's really alluding to you should be having a baby like when everything is going right.
Yeah.
Rather than a lot of people just try to have a baby because that's like what you're expected to do.
Yes.
And like even Erin and I were just talking about one of her friends from high school. She posted the other day like her 4 kids and she's like, I would never change a thing. But then in behind the scenes, she knows that girl is in like severe debt. Like they almost they're dropped from their banks because of how bad of debt they're in.
Holy
and then she's
shit.
just posting like, have your kids, blah, 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 blah.
Wow.
It's crazy you bring that topic up because you remember my one buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So I've got one friend that had a daughter like a few years back, and he just had another son, and they posted like photos on their Instagram as well. This literally just happened. And I was like, oh shit, like they had another kid. That's crazy. And then I would talk to him on the phone about it, and he was just like, I'm losing my fucking mind, bro. And I was just like, yeah, why? And he's just like, dude, he's like, it's so fucking expensive.
Wow.
To have 2 kids that young, that close for
Yeah.
like daycare and watching. He said if it
Yeah.
weren't for, so his parents actually sold their house a year and a half ago, and they got a good deal on it, and they moved down to the same block as them just so they could help out. And he's like, dude, if we didn't have that to help with like daycare services. He's like, there's no way I'd be able to afford
100%,
like whatsoever.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, he's got a pretty great job. I think he does like 90 to 100 a year, something around that range.
Still not enough in this day and age.
No,
hell,
but
no,
isn't that fucked?
Yeah.
Like my God, dude, it's just like growing up, 100K meant something,
bro. Exactly.
That's why, like, my neighbor, Aaron and I always talk about my neighbor, not to like just spill their beans, but he's so open about it. He talks about it like no other.
Yeah.
They have 5 kids in that house.
The black dude?
Yeah. And he was telling me in the backyard, he goes, yeah, I just got promoted at my job. He's like, I'm making $26 an hour now.
Oh.
And I'm like, holy shit. I was like, I can't eat like 26 an hour, and you have 5 kids.
What?
So he was telling me this last summer, like
money.
they were gonna do summer school for the twins that are 15 or 14 years old, and he was like, we're not doing summer school. They're fucking going to work because we have so much shit to pay for. And so they were working at Culver's all summer because they need money. And I was like, I don't understand this like have kids to have kids thing. Like, no. If it happens, it happens. Like,
I talked to him this morning.
Did you?
Yeah, when I got out of my car. He's asking about my truck.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
He's very nice.
Yeah.
He's super
nice.
Dude.
We always joke about it. We're like, those kids are disciplined.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah,
they really are.
He's got them like
in line.
You're either in, he said, if they're not in sports, then they're working.
That's
so
how
then
it should be.
All of them do like all sports all year round. And our G's at it because they're like, we either have to work or we have to do something we enjoy.
At least those kids have a dad like him where it's
That's
like, hey,
great
you gotta fucking, I can't support everybody the way I want to support y'all right now. At least he's still being a dad. He's not being a dick about it, but at least he's being transparent. It's like, you guys, this is the real world. Yes. And when you leave this home, I'm not going to really be there for you like you have been for the first 18 years of your life.
The kids that are under 14 years old, the ones that can't really get a job, he went around to like the closest 11 blocks each way and put pamphlets in every door saying that his kids will mow the lawn, do all the yard
Good
work.
for him.
So now you'll see these like 6 and 7 year olds walking.
That's
with the
awesome.
all over the neighborhood.
That's awesome.
And they all just look miserable because he's like, we can
child labor, baby.
We'll find a way to make you work.
That's
Milwaukee sweatshop.
$20 per lawn. Yeah,
I think that's fucking stellar.
I do it every year.
I think it's great, dude.
Sometimes when I'm not feeling like doing it, I fucking I'll be like, hey, here's 20.
That's actually awesome. Though. I think that's when I hear shit like that. That's the best.
I love that shit.
That's how you know good people are growing up in the world. Is when you're being parents.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, like
he's every excuse
at bare
not
minimum, they're disciplined, but at the worst, it's the fact that you have to pay for them. And he comes and he tells me all the time, he's like, I have to pay for 5 of these fucking things.
Well, Lance, you brought up something when we were upstairs about the same topic about sperm and having kids and stress, and you were like, I wonder if you get your broad pregnant. When you're high.
When you're just toasted.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The baby comes out high.
Would that...
Well, I don't know if it's coming out high. I just
been high for 9 months.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like, if you're someone that like knows how to find like a good weed to like naturally like bring you down, like an actual correct pick. I'm wondering, are you like, is that help in that moment?
Probably not, because you're not like immediately dropping cortisol or anything like that. So
but also,
it's just a theory.
It makes
a theory.
You feel better. Yeah.
It makes
it's a
sense.
Wonder. Was it like more relaxed nut?
Yeah, because it makes sex way more enjoyable, and at the same time, it de-stresses you. So, like, I get the theory, but like THC doesn't change your DNA.
No, I just think in my head of like a movie with like
cortisol
a dude pissed off coming back from work, like having sex with his wife. He's like, God damn it, fucking hate my job. And then I think about the dude that's like high as a kite, just having a great time.
Well, obviously, I'd probably rather that one. Yeah,
for sure.
The high guy.
Maybe we never know.
I like the way you think.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the bigger picture though is that like so many people just like keep having kids because like some of the Aaron's friends, because I'm just keep referencing her because every one of her friends is now has a child.
Oh my god,
all of them, every single one of them except for.
Imagine just seeing a wall with all like the red X markers going through.
Literally,
faces.
that's how she felt. She was like crying one night because she's like. Another one got pregnant.
Damn it, Susan!
Because then they're just gone, you know? Like, they just aren't a part of your life anymore because they're too busy.
I hate to say it, but it's so true, dude, because, like, the guy that I was talking about before, dude, that was, like, my...
all the time.
Literally, like, from the age of 14 till 18, we hung out, like, almost every single day of the week.
Yeah.
And then when he got back from his 6 years of service, every single day from which he had gotten back, and then he was like, I got this girl pregnant, and since then I think I've seen him like once or twice in like 3.5 years, which is not a bad thing. Like he's being a good dad. Like I'd like to, because I know he listens to all preferences. But I'm proud of him for being a great dad. But it's the reality, dude. I mean, like he's like, if you want to like if you're a hardworking person, you're typically working in the range of 40 to 55 hours a week, bare minimum, right? Somewhere in that ballpark range. And then on top of it, if you're not trying to turn into a fat fuck, like you've got to work out, and a lot of parents end up working out earlier in the morning. So like 4 a.m., 4:30, 5 a.m. time, if not earlier, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then you got to go pick the kid up after school at like 3, 4 o'clock, somewhere in that range. And then you're responsible for them for the rest of the night till a certain age. So it's like, they're really like, you don't, it's like, because I think people will be like, oh, they don't do it. It's like, dude, they don't have time. Like, I'll talk to him
18 years.
And he's like, bro, I just don't have like he'll call me and he'll be like, what are you doing Saturday? And I'll be like, oh, I'm going to go get baked and golf with Devo and then maybe go lay out by the pool for a few hours. And have like, you know, a Snapple tea. And he's just like, God, that sounds fuck. Like it's so far out of reach for them that like you said, that's not happening for 18 years.
Oh man.
That's
When I hear that, I'm like, you guys, like truly parents deserve the most praise out of any individual in the world for taking on that responsibility.
I don't fucking
If you're a
think
good parent,
Really?
I don't think so.
How? If you're a good parent,
I'm not giving you an applause for coming in a chick and having offspring. Anybody can do it.
Yeah, but you're bringing good people into the future of the world.
I can agree with that. I agree with you.
That's a big. It's a big devotion.
You need
it's a big devotion.
It's saying here that to maintain a stable population in the U.S., you need a total fertility rate of 2.1 children per woman in the U.S. during their lifetime.
Damn.
It says right now that the U.S. Fertility rate is currently below the replacement level at around 1.6 children per woman, which is leading to a slow decline in the population.
Yeah, we don't have an overpopulation.
Do you think
that's we have an underpopulation?
Do we think that's like some? Do we think that's some theory that actually might be the goal?
Yeah.
Dude, let's get into this shit.
They're trying to ramp up. They're like really trying to ramp up.
I say they're promoting it in foreign countries right now.
Corporations and everybody are like, what the fuck?
There are so many conspiracies behind this shit. 100%.
But you're going to lose money in the long haul if you keep making shit more expensive. Because again, like, I don't know.
Aaron and I keep calling it a racket. Marriage and babies are like, it's kind of a racket. So like, it's so expensive. Like, diapers and like the formula and like all these things are so expensive,
bro,
just because they know you need to buy them.
Yes.
And like just like weddings, like it's part of what people do. So like they know it's always going to be around. You're going to have to buy from someone. You're gonna here's the
prices don't really matter.
Cost
you just got to do it.
To make
you need diapers for your baby. You're gonna pay $30 for a pack of diapers,
dude. And think about the cost for wedding shit, and think about how easy it is to pull the ploy of a final sales technique. Well, you know, you only get married once.
Yeah, fucking asshole.
So you can just keep ramping the price up, and people are like, they're right.
Aaron's dress.
It's only gonna be once.
Aaron's dress was $5,000, and guess what? She went and picked it up, and she goes, now I have to go find an alteration company and schedule the alterations and pay for that. I'm like, they don't include that?
What the
in the $5,000?
Yeah.
I was like,
for a dress you
wear. So
once.
basically, they just hand you a dress that doesn't fit you, and then they go tell.
Now go spend more money to make it fit.
More. I was like,
I'm getting excited.
I literally went off about it the other day. Oh my God. But if you go to Men's Warehouse and buy a suit, it comes with free alterations. Yeah. Right?
Yep.
Like they're just like, that's included in the cost.
It should be. Fucking
anytime you want
the reason being a man is easy is what's one of them.
Right.
How much do suits cost?
Like a good one?
Yeah.
$300-$400.
Yeah. Like, bro, that's
$5,000 for a dress.
Night and day difference.
And you get 2-3 different suits. You get a black and a blue, and then you can interchange that with shirts and pants, dude. You can make
as if it wasn't more expensive already to be a woman with the shit they got to deal with.
Oh, that's what Aaron and I were talking about. We were like, it is so expensive to be a female compared to a male, especially in the wedding thing.
Oh yeah,
hair and makeup's like, I think she's like, I need to have $700 for hair and makeup, and I was like,
yeah, bro.
$700?
Think about this too. Even just like going back to the cost of bodybuilding for males and females, bro. For females, you're paying for one show. You're paying up for makeup that's from $300 to $700, as if you're about to get married, bro.
I heard one of the suits was
to
like
get
$800
to get judged. No, dude, I have
$1,100.
Alyssa's figure suit is $1,200. Yeah, and she got it for free from Liana McCall. Yeah, bro.
Sweetheart, you're done.
$1,200.
Dude,
Hell no.
Crazy.
Erin, even going to those festivals, she'll be like, I kind of want to get this outfit. And I'm like, okay. And then she'll be like, but it's $750. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, it's a thong and a bra. Like, what the hell is
that's hilarious.
Is it gold?
Yeah, literally.
But dude, it's crazy. And then I'll like look up like men's like attire for EDM, and it's like an unbuttoned shirt and
$29.99,
$17.80
Birkenstocks.
Yeah, Birkenstocks, and then a pair of
short
khaki
shorts.
shorts.
Yeah.
Whole outfit $38.
Fucking hilarious,
Like,
dude.
Anyways,
I had one.
What do you have?
I do
Top
wanna
5
go
best sounds for guys.
Let's go. Okay,
Sounds?
ass cheeks
sounds.
bouncing for
Yep,
sure.
That's one.
The clap?
Yeah. Bro, dude, I
Okay,
do love
the clap. The clap's number 1.
I do. That's how I started my day yesterday.
That's an easy number 1. What's number 2? Are we doing this as a team?
Yeah.
Like we're gonna go to votes on stuff.
What is that?
Gunshots.
Not gunshots. The like
loading a gun.
like everything that guns
Pump
do.
shotgun, AK, AR, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The spark of a lighter?
Nah.
No.
I like that.
How about a fucking start of a cold start of a loud truck, specifically a diesel truck? That is fucking
That's
horny.
not gonna do it for me.
I like
that
sports car.
turns me on.
Sports car sound.
I would just say
when the
like any
engine
souped up
revs.
vehicle. Yeah.
How about just
Yeah.
loud
A sports vehicle.
How about
those
loud
sound
vehicle?
cool.
But no, because some people have those.
Not the annoying
Harleys
ones,
get me.
but the good
yeah,
ones.
Harleys sound good.
Yeah, that's a good
You
one.
have to, bro. When it comes to
When I
vehicles,
start
it has to have a good tone to it. Harley, agree, 100%.
When I start up my Harley in my garage, I smile every time.
Oh yeah.
It's like
oh yeah.
you
I
hear-
don't know that rush, but that
you
sounds
hear,
nice.
You hear it goes like, zzz, and then when this like thing goes off, it's like, and you're like, oh fuck yeah.
I bet
I bet that is badass.
Yeah.
I guarantee once I delete my truck, your tune is gonna change when you hear my truck.
Okay.
100.
Anyways,
I'll put
okay,
money on it.
so-
Marvel intro.
so-
I'll put $100 on it.
Yeah. I'll
That's
vote
what-
on that.
It's in your top
Yeah.
noises.
Oh yeah.
Sounds.
Oh, I love
Not
I
it.
have
me.
one.
What do you
What's
have?
that?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Boba
Transformers.
Fett. No, that's
not
Boba
Star
Fett.
Wars. The seismic charge.
Seismic charge.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
I knew what it was right away. That
I thought that was the Transformers sound.
That does sound sick too. though.
if you talk to all of my college
Joe,
roommates,
Joe.
they would agree with that. We used to play Battlefront 2 like religiously, the
Oh.
newest one, and my buddy would always be Boba Fett. He'd be like, dropping it, and then you'd just be like, bam.
That is
such a satisfying
Yeah,
sound.
That's a
the best
great
song.
I get an email cha-ching noise through my Gmail whenever a Stripe payment's about to be cashed,
my
and that
God.
really
Oh,
makes,
yeah. Good one.
It's a good one.
Makes my heart
I got
sore.
one.
Okay, hold on. Okay. So what do we got on the board?
I was gonna say, do we
think
have?
we
I
only
think
have
we
two
all
of
have
them.
different lists.
I think we only have
we
two.
all have different
We have
lists.
butt cheek clapping.
That's number 1.
We have gun noises.
I'll
Yep.
take that one as well.
Okay.
Loud vehicles.
We didn't agree on it, so
I like it.
you're not a big loud.
Fucking pussy over here.
But you
Thinking
do like
about it.
supercar.
If it's a supercar. Okay, so vehicles, are we just gonna?
That's
do
why
a
I'm saying
generalized-
vehicle
Yeah.
because that can
Okay,
fit my
yeah,
motorcycle.
yeah.
It can fit his
Yep.
truck. It fits
I'll do the
your
sports
car.
car.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
think
that's 3.
I think we got one.
Okay.
A steak sizzling.
The sizzle of meat.
Yeah.
I'll dive in
You
on
like
that.
that? You like
I'll throw
that?
that at number 4 or 5 for sure. That'd be my number 5, but
Yeah,
I'll
really?
take that.
That's
Put
you guys
that
are
at
gonna
5.
go?
Put that
I
at 5.
actually will take him up because I will admit that is an awesome sound on a summer day.
Yeah.
Hearing
The
like
sizzle
dad
of
just
a
throw a bunch of
steak
like
or,
chicken,
like, some burgers,
just
yeah.
the sound of food cooking
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm all in on
The
that.
deep
one.
throat sound.
We still talking about food?
Say, we talk about meat.
We're talking about that's where your head's at over there.
We can incorporate
I
that.
literally-
We talk about meat and your brain goes straight there.
Bro, majority of my day starts out with sex throughout the
we'll
week.
We'll put that at 1.
That's
then.
literally one of my main sounds of the week.
We'll mesh that with
We
1.
have one sex one on there. It's butt clap.
Fuck, okay, yeah, good point. Good point.
Let's pick a
Okay,
fifth
I'm
how
gonna go
one.
about
with
this
the
one? How
meat
about this
Fifth
one?
one. We have that's 4.
Oh,
We'll
shit.
we'll pick a 5th.
Okay.
Hold on, it's an ad.
Oh.
You like that?
All right.
Transformers for sure.
Yeah, it's the Paramount. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, they
that's
they picked
It's
Marvel.
cool.
I'm not gonna lie, intros to movies can kind of like really get me.
This one. That's the second one.
There's multiples.
Yeah, each movie had a different
Number
one, right?
3 is my favorite.
Is this the second one?
No, this is the third one. Transformers.
Oh, the third one is probably the coldest one.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
Bro, okay, what is that on there? That
That's
sound
sick.
gets me.
I don't know. We could just say
I only have one spot left. I gotta be particular.
What about birds chirping?
Wait, what's number 3?
What about birds chirping?
We did guns, butt clapping, and then cars, and then me and Zach
or
did
any sort of
meats
food
at
like
5.
Yeah.
meat sizzling.
So we have a
food.
4th spot open, and I'm gonna stick with the money transfer.
No, we have a 5th
one,
spot.
I do like that one.
That one
too,
is.
yeah. I just never had my sound.
That's your
on.
5th spot.
That would be mine.
I don't think it would be mine.
Okay,
because
my
it
1
always
through
has-
my 1 through 2 are the same for everybody's. My number 3 is gonna be a diesel cold start. Number 4.
Well, the vehicle.
That's the vehicle one.
Yeah. So it's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
We
good
just
point.
generalize vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Disc
our
golf
4.
chains.
No, that's a good one though.
That is a great
Oh,
one.
for
That
me,
is
it
a
would
good
be
one.
a good tee off on a golf
I
course.
knew you
Would
were
be
going to
a
say
top
that.
pick for
Surprised you
me.
Didn't say that.
Okay,
already.
my 4th.
Wait, what about the
Oh, strike!
plates? The
A
plates
strike during
clamping.
bowling. That
The
would.
Oh
plates
yeah,
clamping.
That's a good
the
sound.
plates clown.
Yeah,
clacking.
Oh
In the
fuck,
gym.
that's
Yeah.
number
That's
4.
5.
We gotta
Okay.
put that on
Okay.
there.
That's my 5th.
Okay.
Okay.
I can
Yeah,
live
I
with
knew
that.
we were missing something important.
Should we do 3 honorable mentions?
We can.
Holy shit, 3.
Bro, Transformers has got to be an honorable.
So that's an honorable
mention.
for you. What's
Okay.
an honorable for you?
Um.
Because we made our 5, so we'll just go around. Be conscious of it.
I know that's why I'm trying to think of it.
Do you
I
want
really,
to pass or you want to?
I really like the intro to
I was gonna
movies.
say intro
Movies?
to Marvel.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Intro to
specific
Marvel. Intro
Cat
to
Marvel?
Yeah.
That's what I was.
That would be an honorable mention for you.
I'll do intro to movies because I'll take also like The Hobbit.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So you could do intro to movies. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's
Good
an honor.
Howard
I would
Shore
pick an honorable
music.
mention for that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good
cool.
sound.
Is there any sport thing that we all do that we like the noise of, besides the weights clanging? Any sport that we all enjoy? Certain noise?
Oh, dude, I love the sound. I love the sound of when you got fucking receiver gloves on and you catch a football.
You
catch a
good one.
football.
That's
That
a
sound
good
is
one.
fucking gets me.
I was going to
Yeah.
say Carrie Underwood Sunday Night Football intro.
Oh my god.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Just the sound. Oh my god.
No, dude, the sound
Carrie
of catching a
Underwood's
football
voice.
with gloves on is fucking dope.
I was gonna say a good crack.
A
From
crack from a
linebacker.
catcher's mitt. You ever heard like a
Oh,
fucking,
yeah.
You ever
I'm
heard
not
like
a
a
baseball
baseball
guy.
pitcher warming up when there's no one there and you
Where's
hear
the-
those gloves smacking?
Someone
Yeah.
hitting a
That's
dinger.
heat.
Someone hitting a dinger is
A bomb? Yeah.
Like
Oh,
a perfect,
a nice little-
perfect basketball shot.
I was
when the
just
net
gonna say
snaps.
like a swish?
It's a good one. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
That is a satisfying feeling.
Like
Yeah.
when it just goes. Whoop,
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Doesn't
You know what's a
touch
great
anything.
noise from that topic? If you played in high school, we had a bunch of courts and they had the metal chains.
Yeah.
So when you hear a perfect metal chain, because the rims are way
Oh,
bouncier, so
yeah.
it's way harder to
Those
do.
are the best ones.
So it's got to be perfect. Because
Yep.
if it doesn't like give you a little give on the bounce,
Yeah.
it's either in or it's out for those.
Yep.
So that perfect chain sound is really nice.
That made us so good overseas because we had those double stacked rims that
Yeah.
have no give.
Makes you more precise.
Yeah,
No
because
backboard.
It
makes
just
sense.
sends that ball
Makes
if you
sense.
do not land that perfectly.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
perfect arc.
Most or park
rims.
rims are always
Bow
gonna
and
be
arrow
like
hitting
the
the
double
target?
stack.
I didn't know that.
It's just a double stack.
I've seen
steel
them, but I
with
didn't
no
know that.
spring
Okay.
because that's more rust. Yes.
Got it.
So you
I
gotta-
got one.
Maybe.
I think we may agree with this one. When it's quiet in the room and you're about to spark a joint and you're inhaling and it's the sizzle
The
crackle of the fucking
Crackling of a
flour.
fireplace in general.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That
Fresh wood.
Like
or a good fucking wood split.
Yes.
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
satisfying.
yeah.
Or
That's
dude,
nice.
when you take a chainsaw, cut a tree down, and it just falls on a bunch of brush.
Okay, I think we're getting into the most satisfying actions now. So
yeah,
Sounds-
now we're getting into like hobbies and
yeah.
shit.
What's the most satisfying action that you can do?
Cutting a tree down and watching it fall.
Bust a nut.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That is a great one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
We all just got our heads in silence.
The most,
Nick's
yeah.
over the corner again. Fuck!
Son of a bitch!
As soon as we get upstairs, he's just like, I gotta go, fellas. Bye.
Damn, boys.
Just hear the car fucking throttle.
Just drive off super fast.
You know what? Who
Okay, it's
drives off
satisfying
faster than
action.
anyone? I have never. Have we talked about how fast you leave when you leave a location?
This guy's a terrible driver.
Oh my god.
He's terrible.
When we no, when we leave here, you know, like people, dude, like if you ever just like wait to watch him get in his car,
Yeah.
there is no patience whatsoever. I swear to God, there's no like seatbelt buckling. When he shuts that car door, you've got about 2 seconds.
Yep.
And that thing is
Bro, and the thing
gone.
is,
Do I do
you-
that every day?
It's not even
gone. Like you just leave so fast.
Your-
I've never seen it.
your motor isn't even making the sound of the acceleration. You can hear your transmission trying to fucking go to the next gear
You're gone.
because you're literally you drive by, your transmission is just Yeah, that's not even your exhaust. That's just your transmission trying to shift.
She's tough.
Like you get in your car and there's no waiting for you. You're like, I'm on to the next spot. Gone.
Oh my God.
100%.
You are literally just a bullet train. I've gotten in my car, started
actually.
Turned on the heater, like put my phone and plugged into the app of the cord, and I'll look up and I'll just see you literally turning.
Blue
in the corner,
flash.
Yeah, and I'm like, and just like that, the blue
has
needle's
places
gone.
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Crime-
really are gone.
Crime doesn't sleep.
Yeah,
I never noticed that. That's such a weird thing
you
for you to notice.
shoot out of places.
Okay.
That's
We're
kinda
going to keep
crazy.
talking because we got a couple minutes left.
that's funny.
I do want to touch on some superhero stuff this week. Daredevil came out.
I haven't started to
watch
watch
it.
it.
Super excited. They went
I've
full
only saw
blood.
a fight scene.
They went full blood, which is fucking sick. First episode starts off
I heard banger.
crazy hot. Like
So you've seen it?
I
I
watched
just don't
the first
remember
two
the
episodes.
last season.
You don't have to.
Oh, for
My
real?
coworker told me
Yep.
you don't have to have.
They
anything
pretty
bad.
much
Let's go.
explain everything
Fuck
again
yeah.
because that's why it's season 1 and not season 4.
Oh.
And that's why it's called
kind of
Born
a
Again.
rebirth, yeah.
They have all the same characters, but they're like, we're gonna reset the story.
Same characters,
And the
but
first episode resets the story hard.
different
It's
cast
fucking
or same
sick.
cast?
Same cast.
Okay.
They had one of the most impressive TV shots I've ever seen, and I listened to the director talk about it. They had 3 cameras all in a line on a dolly, zooming in, and then they stitched the shots together to create like an ultra wide shot that comes together on his ear.
Wow.
And then expands back out when they pull the dolly back out, and then it zooms in on another shot. And they also they're probably going to be up for an award. The 3-minute fight scene, it's 3 minutes and 50 seconds long, and they did it in a single shot.
What?
Through the whole bar and up the full staircase.
Really?
And that whole fight scene that
They had
you
like
guys,
6 knives in them.
Yeah, like 6, like just the whole fight scene was one single shot.
That's cool.
I will say I love Daredevil fight scenes.
Yeah.
I think they are peak.
So at worst, the cinematography is sick. The one thing I have to say about it though is all the CGI moments are classic shit Marvel CGI.
For real?
And I'm like, why do they keep fucking up this CGI? It feels like they're forcing it so hard.
When was the last recent Marvel movie that you can think
Endgame.
of that had
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Which one?
The
No Way
third
Home.
one. No Way Home, yeah.
Because that came out after Endgame.
Okay,
Yeah.
good point.
Then
Did a
there
nice
was
job.
Doctor Strange.
Terrible.
Wasn't a great movie,
No.
but the CGI was all right. I
Yeah,
thought.
but the monsters looked like shit.
Yeah,
You
the
like
monsters
that
did
eye
look
on
like
his
shit.
head?
Yeah, never mind. You're right.
The monsters looked like shit, but all the other
Guardians.
time stuff.
Guardians was good.
Guardians.
That's
was
good.
Yeah.
Yep.
They always
Thor
do that.
sucked.
Thor was awful.
Always.
Thor was
yeah.
the
One of the worst
fucking
films I've seen.
kid's face hovering.
Yeah,
trying to
shit was
talk
rough. This
was
was
the
rough.
worst CGI
No.
I've ever
No.
seen. I was
No.
like, how? Who at Disney was like, yep.
Great idea.
Like they were showing that movie prior to like pre-screenings, like, and no one was like, "Hey, what are
That
we doing?"
movie was such a big disappointment.
Yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder sucked.
Fucking
One of the craziest villains too, and a god killer. And
yeah,
he's, like,
literally. That should, in my opinion, that should be
Beat
how
by
Dark
children.
Thor is,
Wasted
bro.
Christian Bale.
beat
Yeah.
by children.
Wasted.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
Anyways.
Why do children always got to come save the day in
I
this
hate
new
that.
age bullshit?
Yeah, so Daredevil's pretty good because there is none of that shit. There's just
Invincible.
straight killing.
Good.
Invincible was great.
Insane.
My critique, I still give the episode like 8.5.
8.5?
Yeah,
God.
For first episode.
no, the most recent episode.
Why?
It's the Army of Marks, and in the comics, they go so much deeper into each battle scene, and I
They only have so
felt like they
much
kind of
time.
rushed it. I wish they would have done 2 episodes for it. instead
Yeah,
of
low
1.
key, that would have been nice. They had 3 days in one episode.
But they want
It's a
to
single edition
fit
comic.
Conquest
I
in.
know, I know.
I wish they would have done 2 or 10 episodes instead of 8 because they're cramming everything in quickly.
I think they're killing it.
It's a great episode. There was just
I
like,
love
Tech
that
Jacket has a whole scene fighting Mark with the mustache, and like we just saw them all of a sudden floating backwards, defeated, and I'm like,
do have-
no.
I mean, I think we all would have enjoyed it, but again, it's just like I think they're trying to stick to it. If it's like a single edition, you know what I mean? They're just like we have to make it one episode. But I thought they
guess,
did a
but the
nice. I
comic
thought
goes
they
so deep into
I
the
thought they
fights.
did a nice job of highlighting a little bit though
Right,
of every like
right.
you got a feel of what every mark was like within the time frame of the episode.
Okay.
And they highlighted the actual like big crew, which I thought was sick. And the intro with the invincible colors all changing to every different variant of Mark's outfit, I thought was such a cool touch.
Okay,
exactly.
here's a
That
question:
was so cool.
Yeah.
Rexplode doing
Sick.
his final scene,
Sick.
or Gambit doing his final in X-Men.
Explode.
No, Gambit by far.
I can't even remember Gambit's.
Gambit.
What was Gambit's again?
He lit up the entire machine. It was just like, and then it went boom.
He got stabbed, and then he just grabbed the thing.
That's
and
right.
Generated all of his
turned the
power.
whole machine into a bomb. And
I didn't watch 97.
Oh.
What the fuck?
I want to show him that
I
scene.
watched like 4
Don't.
episodes.
You have to watch that episode.
How do you start these things and not finish them?
It is the most savage episode
X-Men
ever.
97 is probably the second best thing besides Invincible right now for animation.
You haven't watched
shows.
Creed Chick Commandos yet.
Wow.
It's not better than X-Men 97. I guarantee
X-Men
it
97 is
is
still
stellar.
the best in my opinion.
Stellar.
You got to see Wolverine and Nightcrawler team up, like go hard.
Ham.
You got to see fucking
Magneto.
Gambit murder, dude. Like,
What's the next movie within the superhero with both MCU and DCU
Fantastic Four.
that really has the opportunity to change the direction for the
Superman?
Superman.
Okay.
Fantastic
Superman's
Four.
the biggest one.
They get to restart. Yeah.
Superman's the
You get
biggest
to
one
restart.
because the DC. This is their first. This is their first movie.
This is huge
that
for
can
them.
really
This
take a
is-
turn.
yeah.
Okay.
If this bangs,
Sweat
they're
even
back.
said
If
that
this
if it
bangs,
doesn't
they're
hit,
back.
He's not doing it anymore.
If it doesn't hit, he's not
doing it no more. If it
I
doesn't
wouldn't
hit.
either.
Yeah.
Either it's going to be
Henry
a hit or
would
it's
just
And it's going to be the
They're
end
like-
of all of the projects that they already have planned.
That's crazy.
Imagine,
dude.
A lot's on the line with your
imagine
boy.
The casting
hope
for the
so.
DC was so well done, but the execution was absolute ass.
It's because
No,
they had
yeah,
the
dude,
strict-
Once again,
producing of it?
it's
You
once
had
again,
Henry Cavill, dude.
Once again,
You
it's
had the
all because
boys.
Zack Snyder had to step away, and then some other director,
Josh
came,
Whedon and
Josh
fucking
Whedon from
Russo
Avengers
brothers or whatever
came
the fuck.
over
And
and
fucked
they
it.
fucked it.
Fucked it.
I was like, holy shit! And then you find out that he was like abusing people on set.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's like
That's
never.
fucked.
Gonna,
abusing Henry Cavill.
he was abusing like the black dude.
Henry
He-
Cavill
and,
would
like,
never allow for that.
Some of the women came out and said some stuff.
shit.
Oh,
I
shit.
restarted watching The Witcher,
Yeah.
and you forget how good Henry Cavill
Oh
is.
my
He's
god, The Witcher is
Such a
amazing.
good show.
I love the show, dude.
Oh my
We
God.
went on a full rant about Henry Cavill last episode too.
Did we? Yeah, we were like, he's just the best.
He's every woman's dream and every man's man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a fact.
Perfect. He's perfect.
Facts.
He's a nerd at heart. Fuck yeah.
Talking about we need a Wolverine movie with him.
Oh my
So
God,
bad.
Just one.
So bad.
That'd be a great movie. Nice.
Man
Okay.
would be just gripping the seats for the hour and a half.
Last one. Which
We got to keep moving. So we got to talk about the Milwaukee kid. So
Oh yeah.
a
Oh,
Milwaukee
yeah,
kid
some shit.
killed his mom.
Who?
Some Milwaukee kid, 15 years old. He watched the Mendez brothers Amazon documentary that just came out, and it's a documentary on them killing their parents because basically the dad was fucking the kids, and the mom was letting it happen. And one point they
fucked up.
came together and killed the dad and the mom.
That happened?
And then they went to jail, and
Yeah.
now they just got released because they were like, they should have probably killed. Like the case got reopened, and then they were like. They were getting fucked. Like,
Yeah, bro.
no one was
Fucked up.
stepping in to save them. Anyways,
So-
so the documentary just came out on Netflix. So this kid watched the documentary,
Oh god.
then was like,
What was the documentary?
what I just
He just
explained.
explained.
Oh, my fault. Sorry.
God
Blanked
damn
out
it.
for a
The
second.
Mendez brothers. They killed their parents. So then he was like, I want to kill my parents because I think that sounds great.
What the
And so
awful.
he
Was
went
he getting
in.
abused or anything?
No one knows yet. Like
regular
that part
kid.
hasn't all the way come out. They're investigating. It just happened. So he goes into the kitchen where his mom is like making dinner, hits her over the head with a dumbbell. Twice.
Oh my god.
She goes to the ground. He grabs the knife she was cutting food with, stabs her in the throat twice,
Jesus.
and then in the chest 3 times.
I'm disgusted by
Could
that.
you imagine looking at your offspring? Once again, I'm not having kids. Looking at your offspring killing you, I would be like, what the fuck?
I'm doing
What did I do to make this
I
happen?
made
so
Fuck
pissed.
that,
I'm
dude.
so pissed.
That
How much
makes
money I
it-
spent
And
on
then
you?
he was waiting for his dad
Never.
to come home, but like I
Never.
forgot what happened. But
Bro,
somehow-
that just goes to show
having
that
them.
this current generation
terrifying,
is the most mentally unstable generation,
All time.
the most medicated generation, and the most like acting impulsively generation we've ever seen.
It's horrible.
yeah.
At 15
Some-
years old.
It's
Some of them
scary.
have
I would
like,
never think of doing that at 15 years old.
It's scary, dude.
I would never think about doing
I
that in
thought about
general.
run
Yeah.
run
Yeah.
Again, hey, that circles around. That's why you got to have good parents in this world.
Right.
You know, you got to have parents that fucking discipline the shit out of their kids, put them in fucking line
gotta-
right away.
you gotta
Sometimes you gotta
wonder-
do a little fucking smack.
You gotta wonder
Naughty.
though, like, did the kid think to do that because he was being abused like the brothers, or
Yeah.
was it because I don't know. It's
Maybe
crazy.
he thought he had like a similar
makes me feel
story.
sick.
I mean, we have no idea. I mean, like, I'm sorry, but like,
could you imagine if as a husband coming home and seeing your wife dead on the ground and seeing your son just standing there? I'd be like,
I couldn't live with that
I'm
shit.
gonna fucking kill you.
I'd murder.
Bro,
I love that
imagine.
woman. I didn't love you.
Imagine that
I'd
shit.
kill the kid.
Why did you make me do this?
Snaps the.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no. Like, nah, dude.
No,
but yeah, dude. That's why it's
sad.
just so important to have good fucking leaders as parents, and like you said, not just people popping them out to fucking pop them out.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens.
Well, yeah. Another situation like we were talking
Speaking
about.
of good parents, fucking dad calling.
Oh my god.
hi father.
Anyway, actually, no. We're gonna move on. One last thing. We got to talk about it. The black dude cast as Snape.
Yes.
Such funny things coming out.
Stereotypes
Gotta
are
tell
awesome.
Luke the
Stereotypes are
You
awesome.
gotta tell Luke.
Is
the
this for
comment
like the
on
new
Instagram.
Harry Potter show?
Yeah.
So what happened?
So they cast a black guy as Snape.
It's a great
Really?
actor. Great actor.
Yeah,
he's
very
a
good.
great actor, but everybody. So the big premise and the big conversation is in the books. Snape is immediately highlighted as a untrustworthy, suspicious character. So then everybody's like, "Why would you cast a black man
fucked up.
in a show where the white kid's gonna come in and immediately look at the black guy and view him as suspicious and untrustworthy?" And they're like, "So like that's kind of just like not cool, like not a cool casting." And then they were like, "And he's the guy that's gonna end up killing the white old guy," and like it just
Yeah.
It's not a
So
good.
you think he'll be a good fit for it though, as an actor?
He's a great actor.
He's a good actor,
great
but it's kind
actor.
of like I just don't know if it's the right.
I bet he'll do it.
Yeah.
I bet he'll do it well.
I bet it
think
was a
he'll do it well.
DEI hire, and then they're like, wait, that kind of just backfired against
Something he
us.
did in casting probably was really great, but they
He's
probably
gonna
didn't
play
think
it
about-
well, dude. Like the
Yeah.
actor, I've seen him in a few movies, and he will do I know he can play that role well.
I just think it's funny how their intention clearly wasn't anything with the stereotype, but it just
No.
It's a very bad
the
coincidence.
optics of it just make it that way.
They
you know what I'm
picked the
saying?
best
Con-
character for the
Exactly, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next time you see the headline, go to the comments and just read for a little bit.
When is it coming out?
So funny. I don't know. They're still casting. They've been casting for a while now.
Well, to be honest, it doesn't make sense if it was a DEI hire because he is a fantastic actor.
Terrific.
So that was 100% with who they were trying to cast for that role. He honestly probably was like for the other movies he's been in, probably was like the best qualified person.
He is a
Yeah,
terrific
100%.
actor, yeah.
For sure.
That old dude from what's that movie with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg? Daddy's Home or whatever the fuck those are called?
Yeah.
In the second movie, Will Ferrell's dad, the old guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was at the fights last night.
He's gonna be
What's his
yeah,
Dumbledore?
he's gonna yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's
That's
who they
going to be
casted.
interesting.
He'll do well at that.
Oh,
I think he'll do really
right.
well. I think he'll do really well.
The main the last Dumbledore we had
Elite.
was
the best one,
Elite.
dude.
Well, yeah,
So
he's
good.
elite.
Imagine if that first Dumbledore
Didn't die.
didn't die,
He died.
but he
First
would
one
still
did.
he would
How?
he would be a terrible Dumbledore.
He wasn't nearly as good.
No.
This
The new
He's
guy
just
was way
decrepit
better.
old man.
The new guy was way better.
you'll never beat Gandalf or the White Wizard. Who's the
Never.
white one again?
Sauron.
They were
Never.
You'll never.
R.I.P. to Sauron.
Actually,
That's
speaking
how-
of, I just started watching.
he's
War,
Count Dooku.
War of Rohirrim or whatever.
War of the Rohirrim.
Yeah, and it's hard to pay attention to.
I haven't started it.
It's on
I don't
HBO.
plan
It came out on HBO. And
I saw it. Yeah.
I was like, I'll try watching it. It's 2 hours. First off, you can't have
Whoa.
an animated movie be that long. You can have a normal
Spider-Man, you could.
You can have You can have a live. Well, yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah, you could.
You can have a
It's good
live
enough.
action movie be 2.5 hours
Yeah.
all day. I'm
Yeah.
fine with it. But animated, like that movie's hard. Like I'm like, what's happening? I don't even know what's going on.
Damn.
I got through because I brought some Big Macs and a Monster in the theater. So
Nice.
that
That
was
makes
fine.
sense.
you
Makes
get
sense.
That's how
It's,
you get through it.
Speaking of McDonald's, dude, you hear about that McDonald's in Milwaukee? How some customer got their food from McDonald's. I forgot exactly where it was, but it was probably on the north side from what I remember. And makes sense. And they brought it back to their house, took a bite out of their, I think it was a fish fillet sandwich or whatever.
Oh.
And
no.
they
That's their first
they
mistake.
felt something in their mouth, took it out of their mouth, put it back on the sandwich, and they saw there's a picture of it. I saw the picture, and it looked like a fucking worm, like a tapeworm, like clear, spirally. And I'm like, holy shit! This person said they tried puking, they couldn't. Like they made themselves puke, blah blah blah. Went back to that McDonald's, spoke to their
Die
manager.
from that
The
shit.
manager was trying to be like, oh, that's some lettuce or that's some pickle, like blah blah blah, trying to
onion, whatever.
Whatever. Trying to cover it up, never even apologized. So now apparently they're getting sued.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to argue that someone saw a piece of lettuce instead of a worm?
Exactly, bro.
I'd be like, you think I don't know the difference?
They both look very, very different. I think it's on 414 Hype House.
I'm pretty sure that was iceberg lettuce you saw there.
You remember when that one chick sued McDonald's for how hot the coffee was?
Yeah, well, it's like spilled on her.
Spilled in her lap and melted her
crazy
badge. Like her whole crotch had like 3rd-degree burns.
Oh my god!
She was like, "Why is your coffee 100,000 degrees?"
It is hot as fuck.
It is
I will say.
Okay, here it is.
Hot.
Earlier today, I experienced a nightmare. I ordered from McDonald's right off 60th and Silver Spring Drive, a fish sandwich. So that's north side, eh?
Silver Spring.
Yep, Silver Spring. Yeah, right. Fries meal. To my surprise, when I got home and took a bite out of the sandwich, this was on the sandwich. After trying to make myself throw up, I felt something in my mouth. I looked in the mirror and seen a black mark inside of my jaw and tried to use my tongue to remove it, and that didn't work. So then I used my finger to remove it. Whatever it was, when it detached, it detached and started bleeding from their gum. I went back to the restaurant and asked for the general manager. I'm trying to this grammar is so bad.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you know who's writing this shit. All right, straight up.
I don't know who's writing that shit.
To throw salt on the wound, to just be met. Oh my god. To be met with extreme disrespect and unprofessionalism. He tried to persuade me to believe that this was a pickle or relish. Second, he never went in the back to see if anyone else seen this. Third, he never offered an apology nor explanation.
Oh man,
oh my god, there's a picture.
I would have loved to have been there.
Fucking
that was attached to somebody's gum in their mouth.
Hell no, dude.
I got goosebumps, dude.
Looks like a fucking worm, bro.
I get my student loans paid for there.
Yeah, crazy.
Looks like an alien.
That was from.
Disgusting.
That happened yesterday.
Maybe that was Venom.
Yeah, it's the symbiote. I planted my seed.
Nick goes to that fucking.
Yes.
I'll take a fish fillet.
That's fucking gross.
Speaking of that, Rally just saw Venom. We've been watching it, or
Terrible.
we just finished it.
Horrible.
Wait, the new movie.
Third one?
Oh shit! Terrible. Absolutely.
Okay, I thought you were.
But no, she watched the first one.
Okay.
Because she never knew about it, and she literally she's like, "You are like this character."
Oh, okay.
Fuck yeah.
There you go.
Like that felt good.
By third, you don't want to be that.
The last Venom dude, dog shit. Dog shit. Terrible.
Your character
Watch Invincible.
I can't wait till Craven comes out because I also want to talk shit about that.
Wait, didn't it already come out?
It came out already.
Is it?
Yeah,
on?
it already came out.
What's it on?
Awful. I don't even know.
Isn't it on Disney Plus? No.
I might watch that today.
It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it is.
Sure. You don't want to.
Is it waste?
It's fucking. I've seen God. I was just watching movie clips.
There's just
from it,
fucking movies out.
Terrible. It's awful. Rhino is cringy.
We need to go back to the theaters as a group.
We do.
We need to get rip shit high. Let's go back.
We have a good July coming.
Order some food.
July will be intense. We have 3 straight weekends in July.
Jurassic Park, Superman.
But just Jurassic Park going to be that good?
Yeah, we have to find out. It's Scarlett Johansson for an hour and a half.
Yeah, ScarJo.
In one of those, she'll be sweaty in the jungle.
In the jungle.
Running away from dinosaurs.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
I'll be there.
She's like, oh no, Velociraptor, and we're gonna be like, yeah.
We'll be like, yeah, take your shirt off. I mean, run.
Starts to split.
The dinosaurs are getting hyped too.
No, don't get sweaty. Don't stop. Keep running.
Yeah. Anyways,
that's gonna be good.
Oh, we were going to talk about we got to go. We'll wrap it up here, but
we're
going to talk about SABC
tier celebrity
women. Remember, we're going to rate.
Okay, yeah, we talked.
That just reminded me of it. ScarJo would probably be S.
I wouldn't have her
S.
A tier.
I would say.
I have a question about this rating system.
Any downgrade on ScarJo?
S.
She's not.
She is S.
No.
In her prime.
Wait, what is S?
Bro,
what is S?
That's above
Margot Robbie is way.
You're on meth.
You can have multiple.
Are you
up there.
shitting me?
Not a chance.
You can have multiple up there.
Just remember watching Iron Man 2.
I think you forget how bad ScarJo
Iron Man
is.
2.
No, I don't.
Iron Man 2. Oh. Thank you.
I remember when she came.
That was going to be my first argument.
You're telling me her in Iron Man 2 is better than Margot Robbie in Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
Do you remember Iron Man 2?
Fuck, you're high.
No. Margot Robbie's.
I like ScarJo.
No.
I like ScarJo.
Computer.
Okay, hold on.
Damn it.
We have to save this.
No, we'll save it because we'll bring it up on the computer next
I have a question, though. Why,
right, so
why do you
next-
rate it that way? Why, with those letters?
Because
I never understood
That's
that.
how they
S
just
is
did it.
like
S is like
supreme.
superior.
Yeah,
Superior,
superior.
supreme, superior, whatever.
Yeah, it's like
S
the ultimate.
class.
There's
and
no
then you
flaw.
have A
It's the
class
best.
because they're still dimes. Then you have B where you're like stepping into that 9-8
Still like
range.
not bad.
Yeah.
C's
Got
like
it.
they're
Yeah.
at the lower end.
I always wondered why.
Me too. I was so confused.
Never-
I was like,
Yeah,
wait
so
a
we'll
minute.
bring up a list of
just
all of
became a
them,
thing, I
and we'll
suppose.
talk. We'll bring. Maybe,
I'll bring a celebrity
maybe it's not
list.
a good look, actually.
Yeah,
We're
probably
totally
not.
gonna do it.
I don't.
We have 0 female listeners. Well, we have a
Oh,
couple.
we have a couple.
That's
We have a
true.
couple.
We have
We have
like
a couple.
13%.
I think they'd be interested to
That's
hear
a
on
good
where
amount.
we
We can't
might
lose
put
them.
our favorite female celebrity crushes.
Yeah.
It's our podcast.
It's our celebrity crushes.
We're gonna talk about.
Yeah. Then we're gonna start ranking things, doing that from now on. S A B C.
We should.
We'll start
Yes,
doing
as
that.
We should start for everything. We should start
Yeah.
ranking that way.
Yeah.
It's good to rank.
Okay,
Nice.
now we got a new segment. Let's go.
Yes.
All right. That's how they come up. Anyways, so around the table, final thoughts, Zach.
Good week. Love to have the crew back. Excited for the Detroit Pro. It's gonna be super hyped for that. Excited for the new guests too. You guys are gonna fucking love that.
Yeah.
But other than that, subscribe, keep supporting the page, and have a good week.
Abolish daylight savings.
Yeah, for
Fucking
real.
hate daylight savings.
Yeah, we lost an hour. That sucked.
agree.
I woke up in
That's
a
some
panic
bullshit.
today.
It's such a waste of time too. Like,
Such
why do
a-
we need that
yeah,
shit, dude?
Right.
Abolish that shit. Anyway, have a fantastic week. Be a good motherfucker, and click the fucking subscribe button.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Lance.
Same thing as them.
Yeah. Like, follow, subscribe. Please subscribe. We've been seeing some great traction. We want to keep growing, keep getting bigger guests, keep getting more quality of episode and all that good stuff. So keep clicking so we can keep paying Luke and
Help us quit our job.
yeah, and help us quit our jobs, please. That would be amazing. Anyways, have a great week. The sun is shining today, so we're getting closer and closer to the warm weather. So start getting outside, get those steps in, and we'll catch you next week. Peace.
Love y'all.